are we doing, people? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Cup Chasers Daily World Cup edition. Of course, the tournament is getting into the business end of it with the knockouts looming. France destroy Norway's second string. Senegal put in the 5-goal performance they desperately needed. Cape Verde, the story of the day, making it through 3 draws, undefeated. Ooh, what a story that is. I'm loving it. Uruguay crash out, even though Spain weren't at their blistering best. Donald Trump in the VAR booth in the Iran game. And Belgium, welcome to the party for the Belgians, finally putting on a performance we can get behind. And of course, it's the big one, the massive one we've all been waiting for today. England play Panama. Oh, wait, that's not. No. Portugal play Colombia today. What a big game that's going to be. Lots of fun. Of course, other action going down as well. Plenty of spots left in that round of 32 to play for. And I got my man Nez and my man Asif here in the building this morning. How we doing, gents?
What's up?
Yeah.
What a day of football, man.
Yes.
Big games today. Big games today.
Big games today as well, of course, to fill out the rest of the bracket. Only right. Start in chronological order. How shocked were you guys that Norway just sat the whole team? Decided to play.
I called it. When I was in the chat with you guys, I was like, nah, I don't see them playing the full strength against the French, especially with the knockouts coming up. So yeah, I think they did the more it was intelligent. I would have played. Why am I going to risk Haaland, for example, or Odegaard against a French team that we don't? It's not knockouts. It's not if they. I'm sure if they meet further down the line, and it's a knockout, that would be a totally different Norwegian team.
I mean, and as far as like how that ended up in those teams, who they play in the next round, I mean, if they would have beat France, they play Sweden, but instead they play Ivory Coast. And I mean, that's kind of comparable, right? That's kind of similar. So I don't think it's done any sort of like, oh no, we missed a trick because we didn't try to beat France or whatever. And to your point, they probably still lose anyway if they try to go hell for leather versus France. And maybe that was in the back of their mind. That's what Haaland said in the interview. In the post game after the last game, he said, yeah, we're probably not going to beat him anyway. And so, you know, it seems like we all knew that was coming.
He was being realistic. He was tempering expectations. He was like, look, we've got this far. We haven't got this far in 20 plus years, I think it was. So he was like, look, we need to be managing expectations. And I thought, and he put all the pressure on the French, which was good. And I don't think that was necessarily a bad thing, because he's putting for example, after the England game, people got really high expectations after watching that game. Then it got down with a bump. So with Haaland, he just put it into perspective, and I agree with the man.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
They did what the United States did, but accepted the same result. Like, they did exactly what they did. The United States made 9 changes. Norway made 10. Norway was like, hey, you know what? We're good going forward. And if you look at it comparably, like, Norway hasn't had, like, success going forward historically, and neither has the United States. And so it was just different because the star player for Norway came out, as y'all both said. It was like, yeah, we good. You know, we fine where we go, and we don't care. Because, I mean, to the point we made a couple different times, and I know you guys have done it as well, you got to play who you got to play. I mean, it don't matter. Like, everybody from this point forward is going to play. So if I get a chance to rest. And, you know, if our guys show up, now we know who our best subs are, and we know what they can do and how they prepared because the French team went with a full strength lineup. I mean, obviously they were going like for accolades and stuff like that, but they did exactly what the United States did, with the exception that the Norwegian fans were like, cool, and the USA fans were like, you gotta go from there, you know.
I feel like a lot of the USA fans don't have tournament experience as fans. And so this idea that, oh, it doesn't matter that we don't win every single game by 5 goals is not necessarily ingrained. You know, like someone like me who watches it all the time, and it's like, yeah, I've seen games where Arsenal don't need to win anything. And you know, we played Kairat in the last game of the Champions League this season, absolute dead rubber. And I was pissed because of all the starters that played in that game. I was upset with Mikel Arteta because he played a bunch of starters when it was absolutely no need to. And so I was like, when USA did that, I was like, yep, makes total sense. And when Norway did it, I was like, yep, makes total sense. But nobody told Dembele. Nobody told Dembele this game didn't matter.
Well, here's the funny thing about that. There were a bunch of people that were – now, there was the American commentators, because the Telemundo commentators said nothing. But a lot of people were like, hey, man, this guy won the Ballon d'Or. He's the holding Ballon – you know, he's the reigning Ballon d'Or winner. Why is – he hasn't shown up? He said, oh, is that so? Is that so?
No, I think for going on from the last pod, when he scored and gave him confidence, and I said I think he'll go on from here, and he did. Basically, you can see he's got a lot more confidence in his game with that first tournament goal, and you can see yesterday as well gave him a lot more confidence. He's not just feeding Mbappe now. He's actually going for goal himself. He's just not pulling defenders out of space just for to create space for others. He's on the end of the product as well. So
Well, in addition to what you're saying, I think one of the things that I think is super duper important. What's up, man? Or madam?
How you doing, Machina Joe? Hope you're well. You're well.
You know, the thing is that one of the commentators also made this comment, which I agree with, and we can look back historically. Like, for the longest, Dembele was playing like kind of in the shadow of Mbappe. So it was like, well, where do I fit? And in that game, he was like, man, that guy don't have a Ballon d'Or or a Champions League. And then he just played like it. Because it's funny, because we can say Vinny kind of had that problem with Mbappe. Neymar kind of had that problem with Mbappe. And we're not saying Mbappe is not a good player, because he's probably the best like overall player in the world, right? But the players are like, hey, man, screw him. I'm going to do what I need to do. But what I want to give Mbappe credit for is Mbappe was like, hey, man, do it. Because when it comes to the national team, that guy is all about team. He just want to win the tournament. So I'm like, hey, man, I'm good with it.
And I know that I've spent a lot of time on this particular morning show glazing France because, well, look what we're looking at. But what really when you get down to like brass tacks, what's really actually the scariest thing about that French front line? Every one of them are 2-footed.
Yeah.
And I don't mean 2-footed where, you know, like I was. Like I practiced with my left foot a bunch and was kind of half decent with my weak foot. These guys are terrifying with their weak foot. Dembele, and the commentator mentioned it in the France game. He said that the defenders opened up on his second and third goals for his left-footed curlers because the first one, he faked that and went to the right side and still smashed it in with his right foot. And so, I mean, look at the goal that Mbappe scored in the last game, the first goal. That was left foot. That was his weak foot. Just an absolute belter. And so these guys, man, and now that Dembele's like, hold my beer, bro. I fear for Sweden.
But it makes it make more sense, you know, where, okay, people might be mad that you're glazing, but like they're donuts. They're literally glazed donuts. I mean, you glaze donuts because they're what they are. I'm saying, like,
you just look back on styles make matches as well, and how the French play suits their players as well. For example, Dembele, when he was at Barcelona, they couldn't get rid of him basically with that injury record that he was having over there. Now look at him; he's cooking for PSG. But yeah, he was offered to like Premier League teams. No one's like, nah. With that, he was reminds me a little bit of a certain Isak with that injury record. But yeah, the guy is cooking now, so we can't.
Absolutely. Well, it sets up. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. It definitely sets up a spicy round of 32 for both of them, actually. Ivory Coast, Norway is going to be fun. And, of course, France versus Sweden. I fear for my man Gyökeres. Sorry about your brother, but it looks like you guys are kaputski. But who knows? Who knows? The tournament can bring all kinds of fun stuff. Speaking of Senegal, I thought they were down. I thought they might just be out.
Jake, just before you change subject, I just wanted to point out Saliba didn't play that last match, and I thought that was. There
were three big changes. Big changes. Rabiot didn't play either, which was smart.
And I thought that was a slick move especially the amount of games Saliba's played this season, and especially going up against the Swedish with that attack next game. I thought that was a good move.
I agree 100% with that. I thought that was very, very smart. But I mean, at this point, nobody's questioning Deschamps. Like he's proven it on the field, on the sideline. He's proven himself 100 million times over for Didier Deschamps. That's for sure.
Also, he wasn't there for his mom, so it was a nice little dedication they did for him as well. Smacking up the team like, "Hey, coach, we smacked somebody up for you."
Hey, boys. Sorry,
what's up, Anton? Hey, no worries. We were just about to do some Senegal glazing. I'm all about the glazed donuts today, as Nez just mentioned. But Senegal, man, they didn't realize that they were out of the tournament, and they decided, you know what, we're going to put 5 past Iraq, and we're going to give ourselves the best possible chance. Right now, they are the team with the highest goal difference on 3 points, and I think they're just going to squeak through. What's up, Rudy Can't Game, fellow Gooner? Hey. Fellow Gooners are always welcome. Champ, you're a champion. We love it. Hope you're well. But yeah, man, I thought that I didn't think necessarily. I knew the Senegal were going to throw it at them, and I knew they needed this result, but I didn't know that it was incoming.
I did. Hot. Hey man, remember what I said yesterday? I said, hey, when Senegal need to win a game, you can get. Now Mane didn't score too, but hey man, those boys were like, nah, we good. We're going to go ahead and smack people in the face. And then they did.
Oh, yeah.
They did.
Yeah. About the American fans you mentioned who don't understand tournament football, Portugal at Euro 26 only won 1 game in 90 minutes. They drew all 3 group games, barely scraping through. Yeah?
That's true.
That's very, very true. We were just kind of the reason.
Verde. Oh, my bad. We'll get it.
Come on. Let's be serious. But
we can have fun.
Of course.
Hey, I mean, segues are weird, and I think the biggest story of the whole tournament so far, Cape Verde, man, can't beat them. You can't do it. You can't beat them. They're undefeated. Oh my goodness, man. And maybe we can credit Uruguay for being so shit in this group, but I gotta give credit to Cape Verde, man. They've defended for their lives. Sure. And when they got scored on, they went down the other end and scored themselves. And I thought that Saudi might be a little bit too much for him, because it's like, okay, we gave everything in the first game, we gave everything in the second game to get those 2 goals and get the draw. But hey, man, they keep on surprising me.
Hey, man, the Cape Verde keeper has 2 clean sheets, man, and a fulfilling saves. Let's go. Let's go.
Absolutely.
I didn't think they'd lose to Saudi.
I didn't either.
I guess this whole time I've just been giving the Saudis too much credit. I guess.
No, I thought they've been playing well, and I hope. Who are they going to play the next round? Out of curiosity, Jacob, do you got anyone
Oh man, Cape Verde. It's a sad story. It's a sad story. It was a great story.
Nice.
It was a great story until Thursday. It's a fantastic story until Thursday, but they got Argentina.
It was nice. It was nice though.
Yeah, it was nice to see him anyway.
It was nice.
It was nice for them to be represented in the tournament. We really loved it, and we're gonna glaze them until Thursday.
Hey, speaking of that, that comment you just showed about the keeper. So fantastic story I saw. So the keeper got like millions of followers because of his performances after the first game. Why did it show that the dude followed like 300 women immediately after that? Let's go, man! Hey, first class flights from Portugal to Cape Verde Islands. Let's go. Let's go. All the women just go ahead. They already got women there. There's some more women there for the goalkeeper. They about to populate a new team. Go for it, keeper guy. That's right. Let's go. Let's go, man.
I saw that too. That was absolutely hysterical. Man. That was absolutely hysterical. Yeah.
Let him have a good. Let him make a couple of great saves against Argentina or against Messi. Hey, man, just go ahead.
Dude, let him save a Messi pin. Let him save a Leo Messi pin.
Hey, man,
he's set for life.
And he already takes bad pens anyway. So hey, man, that's pretty fair.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm good with it. Hey, man, I can see him making commercials with gloves like, hey, man, stop the sugar, diabetes commercial. Let's go, man. Let's go. We ready.
Now we're thinking outside that 6-yard box. That's for sure.
You got it, man. Let's go.
No, that's awesome. You got to big them up, of course. That's an incredible, massive, massive achievement. And you absolutely love to see it. That's what this tournament's all about.
Love it.
But as far as the other game in that group, I'm seeing a lot of negativity about the Spanish, about their performance in this game versus Uruguay.
Where does that come from?
I
guess I need to stop reading ESPN, don't I?
They were dirty.
Yeah.
Uruguay,
you know the Uruguayans were just going to kick them off the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, all three of you know my thoughts on Uruguay. So
they were some goons, man.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, it was just like targeting.
Yeah, man.
No,
I don't. And what's so weird about that is it's not like, and of course, objectively speaking, because once again, I am like the farthest from a Uruguay fan. It's so crazy to me. It's not like they have bad players. It's not like, I rag on Darwin Noodles as much as I can. And of course the corn rolls are absolutely brilliant from Darwin Nunez, but
he looks like he came back from like some sort of like trip to South America somewhere. Maybe he is South American, but
no, he
like
went
to the Bahamas or something.
He took a trip to Cape Verde.
Hey, man, he was stopping shots.
But I mean, go ahead, Asim.
No, I think before the game they were talking about meetings with Biesler and a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we did not know about. They were complaining about the amount of training you were making them do, and Biesler's a very I know from when he was at Leeds, he's someone who demands a lot from the players. So I think that was a source of discontentment against him as well. Against him.
There was some stat. There was some stat about like Uruguay's record without Luis Suarez is like 0. I was like, that's crazy. Since he's like been alive, like it's 0. I'm like, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
you think we need to find somebody to bite somebody so we can get right?
Yeah, I don't know. Like even the days when they had Cavani and all that, like it was still.
I honestly think, and Anton, you'll probably back me up on this one. The only thing to come out of the Uruguayan camp this entire tournament is that I thought Maxi Araujo, the guy from Sporting, has actually probably the only one that's really like shown up and played well.
He's fantastic. We watched him play over the 2 legs against us in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Like he was clearly Sporting's best player, and Arsenal. I think the links have kind of disappeared, but we've been interested a little bit in playing left back. But the guy is. I've never seen a left back play so advanced before in my life to be such a threat. He's such a pain in the ass to play against as well. He is always he's such a speed demon, and he's just hungry to get. He wins the ball. He gets himself in good positions to score. And
I'm sorry. Have you watched Kyle O'Reilly this season? By the way, I've never seen that. That guy was always up.
No, it's just Maxi Araujo has really impressed me every time I see him. Like
He's
today
got an engine,
was definitely one of his worst game. Actually, I'd say of the three was as easily his worst. Obviously, he didn't register, but that's not his job as a left back. But yeah, I've been very impressed with Maxi. So
Yeah, I think he's probably can hold his head high. I'm not sure anyone else can on that.
To hold the opposite standout, Muslera getting subbed off, man. Bro.
Look, this might be my Arsenal bias, but Spain should have done the same.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. We want to see David Raya at this tournament.
Look, honestly, like, by the way, when you watch Simone like drop the ball, and I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
You have Barcelona and Arsenal's number one sitting on the bench. I seriously, it actually perplexes me.
Well, you have to ask the same question about Germany.
I was reading something about the statistics between those two players, the Barcelona goalkeeper and the Arsenal goalkeeper. Statistically, is 10 times better than Simone at the moment.
Yeah.
But I have no idea why he's in net, apart from some sort of sense of loyalty towards him. But,
hey man, Jake and I talked about it yesterday. Like, why is Neuer still starting? What are we doing?
Look, Neuer's still, to be fair, Neuer is still, even at his age, still number one at Bayern. He's still a top keeper. Like,
but he's making mistakes these days, man. Yeah. That mistake versus Real Madrid where he just gave Arda Güler the ball and in that game, I mean, he is making some mistakes these days. And I mean, the goal that Plata scored, but the goal that Plata scored, I mean, I know it kind of comes at him quickly, but he gets beat to the ball there too. I definitely hear the shouts about the Germany goalkeeper.
And I get the sentimentality of it, but you got to do what Mexico did. You play Memo Ochoa in the last game for the last period to give him a send off, and that's it. Hey, let the Azteca let him bask.
I completely agree with you that, Nez, because me and Jake were talking before the tournament, and Jake was like, "Oh, I've got Ochoa in my top 26." And I'm like, no, how's he? I think Rangel is starting.
Well, all the reports said that Rangel was injured, and so I got caught up in the reporting or whatever. But and I thought that he was going to play.
By the way. They've been fantastic. And by the way, both of the stadiums, the Guadalajara and the what's the other?
Azteca.
The other?
Azteca.
No, not even.
Monterrey.
You're talking about the one in Monterrey.
Those stadiums are absolutely gorgeous.
I love the Guadalajara stadium. Like up on that hill, it's so cool.
It's a fantastic meme by an American. I saw a couple do it. They said, "Hey man, where's the yellow?" Because they were showing the pictures how all American movies have Mexico and they're all like yellow, and they're at the stadium. They're like, "What is this? How is this? Is this Mexico for real? Why are the movies lying to me? Why?"
But like I say, there's going to be quite a few South Korean or half South Korean babies in Mexico after this World Cup. Those boys are partying hard over there. I don't think they even left Mexico even after.
Yeah, the problem is Korea are in a lot of trouble. They're in trouble, and I think they're going home. I think today will seal their fate. Unfortunately, but
I think except for Senegal, all the teams on 3 points, I think they'll go out. Because if you look at the teams that are left, I think Congo will beat Uzbekistan. That will put them on 4. I think just regardless of
Algeria and Austria,
regardless of Ghana or Croatia, someone is the last place finisher. Ghana would have to beat Croatia, right?
Ghana would have to beat Croatia, which I mean. Who knows, man? That witch doctor's been putting in work, so who knows? And I think Algeria and Austria might both go through as well. So I think,
yeah. Well, I think that could end up being a draw. That's the thing that I was saying at the start of the tournament because of the setup. Like it's sort of like Australia against Paraguay was similar, right? At one point, I'm like, both of these teams know it's actually probably beneficial for both if they just play out a draw. And that's exactly how it happened.
Unfortunately, that didn't work out. That didn't quite work out for Paraguay, did it? Now they play Germany.
But
it doesn't matter. Paraguay.
They was losing anyway.
To advance somehow. Like
fair enough.
Australia we play Egypt. It's not like that's a walk in the park.
And speaking of Egypt, hey man, all I know is we've all been rooting for Iran to go through, and they're going through, so we can see more chaos in the United States. Hey man. Now you gotta let the Iranians be here.
I mean,
Well,
they need a
Trump's
miracle.
got a new job. Donald Trump's got a new job in the VAR booth.
He was in that room, or he was calling from the White House saying, "Don't let him through." So there was some.
Nah, man, they sitting in 6 right now.
We have that wild decision there.
Donnie J is in the VAR booth these days. Oh my God! Yeah, there's a ton of permutations still to play out today.
Tomorrow's gonna be such a good day. I mean, the last day of the group stage. Just after this, it's the knockout. So.
Yep, absolutely. And we still got action back to back days. I was looking at it because of the, thinking about maybe switching up this every single morning schedule, but the games are still coming every single day until like next.
And the
weekend.
Belgians, I thought you missed them.
Oh no, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost there. Of course, yes. Egypt through, Iran looking like they're going to make it through as well. And welcome to the tournament. Finally, Belgium. Finally showing up, and my man Bossardino.
I have a hot take. I actually have a hot take. I don't know if Jake will understand. This is going to sound like complete bias, but watching this game, I swear, Trossard's the best Belgian footballer today. I like Nez, your boy Kevin. He did score, but for the most part today, I'm like, I could see why City let him go when they did, because
I was on here yesterday talking about that. I'm like, Kevin is washed, man. He's absolutely washed.
Like every time Leo touched the ball, it was like that's when Belgium were a threat. Like,
I mean, he does have the 10 shirt.
Like they dropped Lukaku onto the bench so that they put Trossard in a free roll, popping up on the left, popping up in the middle, dropping deep, playing 10, playing on that, but then switching back onto the right. Like he's literally dude.
Anton, it's going to be a good day when Lukaku scores, though, man. After that, it's
to be honest though as well, like for Belgium, they knew once that New Zealand scored the goal, and that was a really good goal, as well by Just, right?
Just. He got 3 World Cup goals.
He's
3 World Cup goals,
he's
man.
been cooking for New Zealand.
But for them to just be like, okay, well now we're just going to turn it on because we need to win and score another one and another one.
Did I see that Just plays in the
show
A-League?
up? They took things matters into their own hands and they just won the group in one game. Like,
I don't think he plays in the A-League.
Does Just not play? I thought I saw that he played in the A-League.
No.
I'm just thinking because he might get a move now because 3 World Cup goals showed up big for New Zealand.
Motherwell. He plays for Motherwell.
I do still feel like the metrics that people use. I was just actually having chats with KJ talking about Matthias Fernandez, and it's like a lot of the reasons why some of these clubs target certain players is because they have a metrics and analytics and stuff. I actually think that a lot of the bigger clubs are going to lot less take the bait of a good World Cup performance. Like I think back in the day, I think that was more of a thing, but now just the technology is so good. You got, people aren't just going to get fooled that easily. But some of these, like Tim Payne got himself a move to like China or the UAE or something like that, or I don't know where was it. Yeah. Some of those clubs do, but in terms of the cream of the crop, they don't just take that bait. To be
unless you're Liverpool.
Even Salah, he had a bit of an injury issue, so they took him off as a precaution yesterday.
The Aussies are getting smart. A little bit of hope from that.
Yeah,
I was seeing that.
That's why I thought as well. I think next round we definitely need him. So
is Australia playing Egypt? Is that what as it sits right now?
No, that's exactly. It's confirmed.
Confirmed. Word.
Yeah,
that's a favorable matchup.
It's because they're both. It was the B versus B. One of those.
That seems like a favorable. That seems like
both two second place
matchup.
teams that end up matching up against each other. So
all the play are
going through the streets in Australia like the Turkish did with the flags and stuff because they're just gonna.
Actually, according to the thing that Patrick sent us last night in the Cup Chasers, as it sits right now, it looks like Australia is playing Iran.
No, it's Egypt. That's what I got too.
Egypt. It's definitely Egypt.
Yeah, I have Egypt.
It's confirmed.
Switzerland is playing Iran.
It's one of the only ones where the second place team matches up against another second place team.
Then what I'm looking at right here is completely wrong.
Because
even on FIFA's website it has Australia against Egypt. And the
I agree. I'm not saying what I'm not trying to argue. I'm just
that's like how quick the permutations change because like Belgium is supposed to play South Korea now. I don't know if they're making it through.
I don't think so. Yeah. in
South
this one,
Korea.
in what I'm looking at, what I'm looking at is way wrong because it says Egypt are playing Korea, and Korea aren't making it.
They are
this
not.
is wrong. This is completely wrong.
They are not.
So it changes
they
so
wouldn't.
fast, like you say. It changes so fast.
Wait, so what would Korea need to do to make it? They're pretty.
What
They
do
need
want to do?
on the thing.
they need major losses from big
They
teams.
are 8 on the table, so they literally they need all 3 results to go their way. They need literally like
They need Croatia to lose. They need Algeria to lose. They need the Congo to lose.
Uzbekistan to beat
No,
Congo.
all they need is Algeria and Congo to not pick up any points. That's it.
No, but Croatia are ahead of
Croatia's
them already.
in front of them. Like literally, the number is
right. But
Yeah.
anybody moves ahead of them, and
no, it's only Algeria and Congo. That's it.
No, he's right. Yeah, he's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So because South Korea is 8, Algeria has 1 game left, Congo has 1 game left. So if Congo draws, Korea is fine, is happy. But Algeria is the biggest one. They need Algeria.
I would be seriously shocked if Congo don't win that game.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Congo have definitely looked better.
Especially
better.
Hey man, not only they gonna win, they got Lumumba Verde there. They're gonna be super extra crazy, and then they're gonna cry some more. It's like literally a tournament of people crying. You had the Cape Verde people crying last night.
Iran only needs 1 of those results to go their way, and they're through.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're sitting in 6th.
Because they have an even goal difference.
Yeah, they're in 6th. They really don't care. Like technically, they actually don't need either one because it's 2 teams left to play. They're in 6th place. So the worst they would do is drop to 8th. So Iran is kind of locked in.
No, because Croatia's behind them. So Croatia can jump.
I'm reading the table. Croatia is Iran, Croatia, and Iran is on 0. Croatia's on -1, but they're in 6th place. There's only 2 teams that can move.
So, but the issue is that there's a possibility where 3 more 4th place teams show up on that table.
Yeah, so if Algeria win and the Congo win, Congo win.
So if Algeria, this is the thing, and this is actually I think is going to happen. By the way, I think Algeria and Austria draw; they both be on 4 points. So that means the 3rd place they'll be on 4 points. If Congo beats Uzbekistan, they'll be on 4 points, and if Croatia and Ghana draw, which I think will happen as well, they will be on 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually think that all 3 that I actually think that only 1 through 5 right now, which are all confirmed, are going to be the ones that stay. And I think Senegal by the end of it will be the 8th place in that table.
The only 3-point team to make.
Yeah, that's what I think will happen. Honestly,
that's what it's looking like. Yeah.
That's
why I've been preaching this whole time that negative goal difference on 3 points isn't going to be enough.
I think. Iran, I think a lot of people don't give them credit for what they've done as well.
Massive credit. Because, I think they played hard. They're so hard that they have been good in all of those games. I think
the preparation stuff.
I mean, it's the Taremi show, though. Really,
they've been going from Mexico to the US. They're not allowed to stay overnight. They were only granted permission. Like they couldn't even get there basically 2 weeks before, like most teams. For example, so they've been up against it since the beginning. So I give them credit for getting even this far, even for getting a shot to get into the knockouts. So.
Hey, what is this comment, Jake? What is this comment about? The last comment. I don't understand what that means.
Anton mentioned Mateus Fernandez and he might be going to Manchester United. I don't know how Tierno Barry got in here.
Or Spurs as well.
Elliot Anderson, anyways. Yeah.
But here we go for Elliot Anderson.
Yeah, well, the thing I've got my eyes fixated on is on the Bruno thing to Arsenal.
The Bruno G, the Bruno Guimaraes stars.
Dude, that is insane. Like Arsenal looks like they're going to go back for a second one. It's going to be like Isak 2.0. But that's what I was saying to last year. Like Liverpool created a blueprint. Like I was wrong about Isak. I said Isak wouldn't happen, but Liverpool created a blueprint. It's like you bid at the beginning, and all of a sudden the player goes, "I have the chance to join the champions of England. Why should I stay here and renew when I'm wanted by the champions of England?" Like that's what happened with Isak, right? Like I feel like they've created some sort of blueprint, and like Poor Newcastle a little bit, but they got good players, and when they don't make the Champions League, they're just kind of there for the picking, you know. So
Yeah,
interesting.
Every
shit.
team
Anyway,
is
off
like
topic.
that.
What?
love to see it.
Every
Love
team
to
is
see
like
it.
that. If you're expected to be something and you show up and your team doesn't, then they're like, hey, well, you don't need to be there. Come play with us.
Yep.
Look, Ben City used to do
Okay,
it to us.
Machina Joe got a little Tiano Berry agenda, is what it looks like. Because he's an Everton supporter. Fair enough.
I
No,
thought
that
it
makes
because
sense.
Tierno Berni, won us the league.
Speaking of transfers, do you see about the Ramos getting sold to AC
Giancarlo
Milan?
Ramos, yeah, good for him.
That's
Yeah,
good.
you know what? Really good for him.
PSG
Like he's totally been
That's
disrespected at PSG. Like,
Well, I mean, it's tough when you're behind the monsters that are up front
No,
for
but-
PSG, dude.
but
no,
the
I think-
monsters, none of them are. Again, everybody always looks at me sideways, but this is just the way my remembering of the past. Dembele is, by the way, amazing game today. I know you guys probably covered that one already, but
Yeah.
like he's not a striker. He's not like Ramos.
He's a
is
goal scorer, though.
literally
He's a goal
striker,
scorer, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Giancarlo Ramos is a very good player, and he might maybe need to be replacing a certain number 7, but that's a whole nother conversation.
I think they'll be on the market for someone now, and hopefully, maybe Alvarez. He's another one who wants to leave, for example.
Yeah.
We talked about him.
We had the whole conversation about Alvarez.
He has
And I know you guys
like now, though, man. He's a bit of a whiner.
No,
He is.
No.
He is.
See,
For sure.
that's the difference. I like me and Jake had an hour podcast about this a couple nights ago. It's like if I know a player, he wants to be somewhere else, and he's only coming to us because he couldn't get there because he literally been blocked by the move by a team who is a direct rival. You know what he's up to. He doesn't want to be at Arsenal because he wants to be at Arsenal. He's like,
Yeah, see, that's not
Arsenal's
cool,
not
man.
a domestic rival of Barcelona. So if I do the same shit next year, they'll ship me there.
And he's going to do it because he's
Right.
already done it. Like, if I'm Arsenal, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that
No.
guy. I wouldn't
No.
want anywhere near him, man. Like,
Absolutely
he's been a
not.
baby. Like, he's literally been a baby. And I hate to be this guy. I'm not hating on Luis Suarez, but a little bit hating on him. When Luis Suarez came out, I was like, yeah, I understand. That's what they did to me at Liverpool. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know better than that.
Luis Suarez comes out and starts rewriting history. It's fucking ridiculous.
You guys know my thoughts on the vamp in power. The
He's a
number one
fantastic
vampire.
player. Historically, I'm not going to hate on what he's done in the game. But as a person,
I mean, I'll hate on him biting 3 people and getting 3 different
I mean,
pants. I'll
the
hate on
truth
that, no
is,
problem.
this lie that he keeps putting out about that is ridiculous. We all know what actually happened. Arsene Wenger took the piss and just bid 1 cent over the release clause. Like,
I remember that.
That's what really
The
happened.
one pound, Anton. Let's get it
The
right.
trolling.
£1.
Arsene Wenger, the world's best troll. Yeah.
You can't even compare the situations at all. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, that's weird. It's wild. But anyway, we'll rate it back in here, back to the
World
Copa.
Cup, yeah.
And more games coming at us today. Are England going to shit the bed?
You know what, guys?
I think we'll go through.
No,
I think so too, because it's Panama. But are you not concerned about?
No, Reece
Like,
James.
I got
I'm more
my
concerned
Thomas
about no
Tuchel. My
Reece James.
Thomas. I apologize to him last time. I take it back. I saw this coming. Reece James is out, and you had a chance to bring in a proper right back, and you brought Chalobah on the plane. We're fucked.
Should I take,
Like,
yeah,
we might beat Panama, but we're fucked.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I thought after the Croatia game, I thought maybe he's onto something here. But then it was the same old shit for England all over again. We've got a history of shit in the bed, like Jake says, on the second game, and we did it again. And the Panamanians have got nothing to lose.
Are they playing for pride? They're gonna be dancing too.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
I
coming
think they'll
for
be
it.
going for the goal. They'll be going for the goal if they get the goal. Yeah. So
And look, unfortunately, this is a year that England should have won it, but there's too many injuries going on right now. Let's be real. Like Rice is limping around everywhere. Anderson is going to be missing this game apparently, right? Because apparently Anderson's got an injury. Saka, we know what's been going on with Saka. Like, and no Reece James. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Reece James is out.
My thing with Reece James is, duh.
You kind of knew it. You kind of knew it.
Of course.
Hello.
How with his track record could you not bring a proper right back on the plane with him?
You kind of knew it.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing that Chelsea did. It's the same thing that Chelsea just did. Hey, let's offer this guy that breaks his leg every other week and has a hamstring injury every third training session. Let's give him a new contract.
Why?
That's what's going to happen. Is Jed Spence will be your right back, by the way, and that scares me because that's the whole. That's the hope is now on Jed Spence.
Like, against Panama, it would have been a whole different ball game, especially when we need to attack. It would be because I don't think they're going to cause much problems. I said that against Ghana, but they did. If Conser doesn't do his Superman impression again, we should be okay in that regard.
England should have lost that game. Y'all should have lost. You actually should have given. You should have conceded that penalty and lost the game.
I mean, what I actually really hope to see from England in this case is a different thing though, because a lot of these teams have rotated, and that actually might help England because in both the last two games. When England has changed around, by the way, you get to see probably Marcus Rashford start, probably get to see Morgan Rogers start, probably get to see Ollie Watkins start, because I think Kane will be probably given everybody else is falling around. The last thing he wants to do is risk Harry Kane for this game, right? And he might give Saka a start, and he'll then leave the game early rather than in the reverse.
I want someone else playing. I want Eze playing.
Eze. You can put Eze in the team.
I know he's your player, but
Asif, you don't need to go soft on me and Jake on that one.
Jake, they just need to run back what we said yesterday, man. Hey, man, just put all them subs in that started because Bellingham don't need to start. Like he hasn't been great. Like, hey, man,
no,
what are those dudes that are not?
However, I will push back on this a little bit. I will push back on this rotation thing a little bit. If England fuck around and do not win the group, you're playing Colombia or Portugal in the round of 32.
Right. But this isn't fucking around, though. For me, it's actually bringing in a better team.
With the players England have got on the bench, I think they should be more than enough to knock out Panama. No offense.
You should have been more than enough to beat Ghana.
But
to be honest, the Ghana team, as we said, Jake, was set up incorrectly. You're playing a team that's playing so low. You go with the double pivot. Ghana's not bringing you any. There's no reason to play with a double pivot. Especially because you knew already that Rice was walking around in braces and all this stuff. Like, switch it up.
I think
play Elliot Anderson at the base and go with Rogers and Bellingham, or put Eze and Bellingham. Or
they could have played two number 10s in that or something along those lines. But
go on.
Jed Spence started the game. I'm like,
so to go on a point, like I mentioned this to Jake the other day. When I watched them play against Croatia in that first game, there was that first half, there was sort of like a weird aura around the team. And when the game ended and the result was the result, like those guys were super duper melancholy, but it was more than just the result. It was like there was something else going on. And I think the issue is they've been dealing with all kinds of crazy stuff. Like the witch doctor got them before Harry Kane, where they had tornadoes and earthquakes and their stuff gets stolen. So
it hates me to agree with Mash and Joe because I thought England could do really well in this tournament. It's just it's sometimes when you see the signs and you're like things aren't matching up, they're just not matching up.
Like these dudes were gonna cry after, like when they played Hey Jude at the end of the game in Dallas. These dudes literally looked like they were about to cry, and it was a draw. Like, I mean, I was like, hey, man, I mean, that's what it was, but it was like crazy.
By the way, this is evidence to everybody that I don't just say my favorite team's going to win every time. Like, when you start to see the signs that it's not going to work, I will tell you.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about England. Here's the thing about what England have done so far is that. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I agree with that. Well, we could have told you that. We could have told you that both those weren't doing F all.
Someone like Foden on the plane. I think he got his squad selection.
Foden, Palmer, one of them.
Here's the thing: even if you win the group, even if England win the group, you're most likely playing Ecuador, which is another low block, sit in, defend for their lives kind of team. And I mean, the same thing that you just played versus Ghana is what you're going to see versus Ecuador. So you kind of hope that you maybe get second so that you play a team that will come out. You know, because if Portugal come at you or Colombia come at you,
the problem is if you get second and then you win the next game you're playing is Spain.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to beat the best to be the best anyway. Like USA,
right.
USA are gonna have to we're gonna play Bosnia, then we're gonna play probably Belgium, which I think we can beat Belgium, but that's still a tough team. But if we beat Belgium, we're playing Spain.
Even if they get through to play Ecuador, we could beat them in extra time or penalties. I'm not even saying it's 90 minutes, but we could beat them in.
To be honest, Ecuador. Actually, Ecuador is a really good opponent for Arsenal. No, almost. For England, because they literally they don't offer much.
No. If you could say Arsenal as well, it's like most of that team were after about 5
runs. That lineup. I know Morgan Rogers. I know in my head I'm counting him as an Arsenal player, but he's really a Villa player.
Jake,
but I'm like,
it was
almost the midfield and the.
Don't you do that, Asif?
As an Arsenal fan, I've got a question. You guys play like that all the time over the course of the season, so you should know how to fucking break it down as well.
You know that we don't know how to break down low blocks.
There's a problem.
We don't break down low blocks.
No. Wait, sorry. There's something you're missing.
We scored
There's
free
something
kicks.
that you're missing. There's something that you're missing, right? The coach isn't Mikel Arteta.
It's true. I was just. That is very true. At least Arteta would have done.
Tuchel to the world, and I think Arteta should get a little more credit. But Tuchel to the world was like that guy. So I don't
know, dude. He played. To be honest, to be honest, I've been defending him a bit until that selection of the team, and I'm like, but it's also like he plays everyone in their every position but the one they should be playing in. Like he just galaxy brains everything. Like to be honest, the only good thing I can say about the Reece James injury is this, right? Jed Spence at least will be playing in his natural position, and he's forced to play Nico O'Reilly and start him.
Don't be surprised if you see Declan Rice playing right back. But the only
thing is that they need to play the rest of the tournament because there's nothing behind them.
Yeah. Well, to Machina Joe's point about Croatia, they did pick that wrong lineup. They've looked better since, but
yeah, man. I
think Gordon, man.
No, Gordon. He's had the work rate, but there's no.
This could be a blessing if England rotate, which I think they will. I believe Rashford will start. I believe that Morgan Rogers will start. That can give you the spark that you need because those players can then go out and show. Let's say they actually destroy Panama. I agree with your point, though,
Anton. When you say he needs to stop with that double, with that formation against a low block team, it won't work. It's not going to work. We need to come up with different ways of play.
You bring players onto the tournament for a reason, right, Asif?
Yeah.
Like.
There was no creativity. I did not see anything. Like Medweke will run all day. Yeah, Gordon will run all day, but they don't give you that creativity, something that will unlock a defense. Not in my humble opinion, no. And I think Barcelona laughing all the way Newcastle laughing all the way to the banks, selling him for 70 million. So
I agree with that. That still blows my mind. Anthony Gordon does well against Barcelona in one game in the Champions League, and now all of a sudden he's their main target.
Lots of managers have done. Lots of teams.
All you need to know about Anthony Gordon is this, right? When Isak was for sale, he's not for sale. They have all the Newcastle fans have a fucking panic attack. When Tonali's for sale, all the Newcastle fans have a panic attack. Bruno, the last few days, I've literally been going through the Newcastle fans. Hey, Anthony Gordon goes to Barcelona. You don't hear a thing. Oh, good. Yeah, it was a great sale.
Yeah,
that's all you need to know about Anthony Gordon.
Because they know up on Tyneside that Anthony Gordon is second rate.
No, Jake. They've got a history of doing that though. They did us over with Andy Carroll, for example.
Got him, man.
With Isak as well, they fucking did us over with that as well.
Look. I've been as critical as Isak as anything, but I think that this year he will be.
It's that injury record. I don't fault him as a player. It's that injury record. That's what's for you're playing the transfer record for someone who's injured that much. That's my
Yeah.
My beef on that.
I agree 100% with that. But yeah, England definitely need to shape up and put in better performances to foster any belief.
So you're telling me it's not coming home?
Nez, I've told you that since before the tournament.
I'm going to say it's under review. He
It's
needs to
under
change
review.
things. He needs to change
Hey,
things
I'm
up.
going on record.
If
Who
I
is
see
on the
anything
VAR then?
different,
Nez,
Is Donald Trump on the VAR again like for a rant?
I'm putting it on record now. It's not coming home. I'm putting it on record right now.
Yeah, not with Donnie J in the VAR room. England ain't doing nothing, that's for sure.
I'm going to just do a Terry Floors, and I'm not going to be like, it probably won't come home, but I'm not ruling it out.
There you go. There you go. Sitting on that fence. We're going to skip the next game and we're going to skip the next one and come back to it. Yeah, for real. We're going to skip the next one and come back to it as it is the blockbuster of the day. But I do expect Congo to beat Uzbekistan and Congo to go through. So that should definitely be a fun one. Probably not a
Speaking
whole
of
bunch
Newcastle
of people.
players, Wissa is the man.
Yeah, man. Johan Wissa for Congo.
Well.
Man.
Yeah, he's actually playing well for where he didn't see him for Newcastle this season.
So I wasn't here yesterday, but Anthony Alenga, he was.
What a
Yeah,
banger that
Alenga
was.
played-
What a
Not
banger
just that, the
that
entire.
goal
I'm
was.
talking about
And then
Trossard
with
today.
traumatized,
Anthony
he thought
Alenga
they
just
didn't advance.
copy and paste, put that into that game the day before.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Big him up, of course. And then it's very, very interesting between Algeria and Austria, as we were talking, Nez, yesterday about how at the end of the game for Sweden, they really didn't want to score another goal. But they ended up getting France anyway. But there's a similar situation. If you finish second behind Argentina in that group, you're playing Spain.
Mm-hmm.
And so both Algeria and Austria are like,
Some of the way that this thing is and ended up with third place team getting easier draws and second place teams. I'm like,
yeah, that's a little bit weird. That's a little bit weird for me, definitely.
the third place team should have been matched up with. Look, it's hard because I guess some second place team, because like you run out of first place teams and third place teams, I guess, with a with a 32 team draw, but like
I think
it's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Is that the way it's set up? It's to Anton's point with the 32 teams, but it's also like some of these teams didn't finish like they were supposed to, like the way the projections were.
That's
which
always
is
what throws
causing the issue. And so, hey man, as a football fan, where my popcorn at? Because I'm ready. I don't care. I don't care. Let's go.
Absolutely. And the permutations, again, are very, very interesting because if you finish third in Group I, which is the Argentina group, you're looking at maybe Belgium, maybe Mexico, maybe Switzerland, or maybe even Colombia, which all are better than playing Spain. So, I mean, are we going to see another 1982 disgrace of Gijón?
That being said, though, if what's De La Fuente keeps setting up Spain the way he has, they got a chance.
Actually, I've read this completely. Yeah. Are
we going to cover the other game, Jake, in regards to Messi, Argentina and Jordan? Because
absolutely, man, absolutely. I think Jordanians.
I actually think Messi doesn't play in this game.
He's going to be on the bench apparently.
Yeah, I agree.
He should.
And they're going to give him.
They've won the group already. Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah,
there's no point. He's 38.
So
there's no point unless there's ego in there. But then I'm not saying they should go full Uruguay. We already know what I mean by that. But if they do play, or if Messi does play, if Jordan goes full Uruguay, I mean, hey, that it's not that what you get, but you kind of have to like make sure that's in the cards, man. No matter how protected he is, they might go full Uruguay. I mean, it is what it is.
Exactly. So you have to put him. You have to start him from the bench.
Although Jordan has not been a dirty team at all.
I'm not saying they are.
No, it's not that. It's just when that you already want. It's like if you already clinched the knockout, but you're still fighting first. I get it, but they first is wrapped up. Like they're finishing first. They know exactly where they are.
And they know who
Your
they're
best player's
playing in the next
38
round.
years old. Yeah, exactly. Your best player's 38 years old. You got to manage him. That's how they have to look at the
Alvarez
big
should play.
prize.
Julian Alvarez
Yeah,
will
yeah,
play.
yeah. Alvarez,
Yeah.
and you got exactly. I mean, Mister, I want to go Barcelona. Prove it.
But I definitely want to big up Jordan because I didn't expect anything from them. You know, big up Donu Sam. I'm sure he's been paying close attention to
Oh, he
the
has.
Jordanians.
You watch the watch alongs, so it's good. It's good stuff.
Have they been fun stuff? Yeah, I do like
Yeah,
his
yeah.
watch alongs. It's fun stuff. But yeah, and as Nez has been saying in these last group games, Jordan are going to come for it. They're going to play aggressively. They're not going to lay down just it's their last chance.
It's pride, man.
You know, and a lot of the players, you know, who knows, they might not make it to the next tournament, and so this is like their last chance to shine at a World Cup. Could be possibly. So just no matter what Argentina do, Jordan they're gonna make it a game, and it should be fun for sure.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is one of those like where I don't need to go split screen. Like I'm really just going to be watching.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm really just going to be watching Algeria against Austria.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
for sure. And but yeah, man, that's definitely going to be very interesting. All these permutations today. And one last game, the game in the group stage that we've all been looking for. We've all been waiting for. In Miami, it's going to be, I mean, it's a home game. It's a home game for Colombia, pretty much. I mean, that stadium is going to be all yellow and blue. For
That's
sure.
right. You know, there's.
Hey, man, look here, man. Hey, Soccer Post, you should sponsor us in addition to Foot Mob because I got my Colombian glasses on. I'm ready to have the Homer Vision, right? We're all about the Homer Vision right here. We're going Prop Central. And even though I want the Ronaldo Messi quarterfinal, hey, man, screw that. Let's go. Los Cafeteros. Let's go, man. You know what you're supposed to do, man. The hell with Ronaldo.
Yeah, but it's going to be an interesting game. There's I can't see Colombia like sitting back. So
nope.
And with Portugal had a better balance to that team.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. Jake knows because I said it the other day. I've said it to you before. Roberto Martinez, and I'm gonna leave it right there.
But I think Leo should start. I keep saying this. With Colombia playing, they're gonna leave gaps. And with Leo, with his pace, I think he would exploit those gaps. So and he showed that when he came off the bench the last game. So I personally think he should play. If I was Colombia, I'd try to get Fernandez out of that game because he was trying to stifle that midfield because that's their main strength. I think everyone's seen that.
The star of today's game will be Lucho Diaz. He can't wait to play this game.
oh my God, guys! Some of the news. I don't know if you guys are following. Back to the Newcastle thing, just breaking transfer news, and this pertains to Man City, by the way. Two things are going on. Man City has been speaking with Tonali, but also Tottenham are willing to bid 100 million to get Tonali. But apparently the second Arsenal bid, according to the same source, Graham Bailey, is going to be for Bruno will be 80 million. Which
sounds right.
Which should be enough if Newcastle are smart to get Bruno out of there. Honestly, 80 million,
make the money.
Aren't Newcastle in financial trouble?
Just get rid of them both. You get 180 million worth of players. You can go back on the market and replace them. Like people realize, they think they're just losing him and that's it. Come on, there are plenty of good. Even though they could go in, Mateus Fernandez, if he's willing to join Spurs, why not go to Newcastle?
Well, did you hear Rashford is willing to go to Spurs too?
Well, I don't get. I don't understand why everybody's willing to go to Spurs.
Hey, send Rashford and Savinho and go. All of y'all go down to London. Go.
Savinho's staying at Man City.
Stop it.
Savinho's going to lead the line for Man City next season, is what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They're not going to
We
send
can
the most
only
talented
hope.
player.
We can only
They're not going
hope.
to send the most talented player, self-professed most talented player.
Hey, man.
You know, there is a world. There is a world here. I'm just looking once again at these permutations. There is a world where, let's say, Colombia win, and Congo don't overdo. They're not overdoing that goal difference anyway. So let's say Colombia win and Portugal comes second, and let's say that England finish second in the group. That would mean Portugal-England round of 32.
Yep. It would be. It would mean that. And then
And that
the
would-
winner would play Spain.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that would be lovely on both occasions. Yeah.
Oh man, that's if that happens.
England need to beat Panama. That's what they need to beat Panama. Like,
You know what's disappointing, and Anton, I'm supporting your point. The fact that the narrative is even the fact that it's considered that, hey, man, England needs to beat Panama tells you everything about this England team. Because why would we even, if Spain was about to play Panama, would we be having this conversation? You know, like, what are we doing, right? What are we doing? Like, where are we at right now? Come on, Three Lions, what are we doing?
again, this rotation, if that's what he does, is the best thing he could do.
Yes,
Because
I agree.
he brings you. I think you're going to have better attackers in the lineup. If the lineup tomorrow, which is by the way, this would be a rotation. If it was Morgan Rogers, Jude Bellingham, or Morgan Rogers and Eze, let's put two tens in there, right? Let's get that new connection going. Morgan Rogers, Eze, Saka, and Marcus Rashford. Already, you're cooking. You're cooking with gas. That's going to look a lot better than Gordon and Madueke. But
And is Ollie Watkins in front of Ivan Toney?
I'd say Ollie
Yeah, I'd
Watkins
say so.
is a friend of Ivan Toney, mainly because he's playing at a higher level.
So if you're resting Kane, it's going to be Ollie Watkins.
Ollie
I'd
Watkins.
say
Ollie
it's
Watkins.
Ollie Watkins,
Definitely.
yeah.
Hey, but this Bruno G comment that
But then Ollie Watkins
that-
and Morgan Rogers been doing
Yeah.
damage all season together, right? So you got
Yeah,
instant.
Exactly.
So-
So they know each
Yeah,
other.
am I saying that right? Blue Man?
So I do agree with that.
Yeah.
If you're going to play one,
that is a lot of money for a 29-year-old.
Yeah.
That's a
Big up,
lot of
Lumen.
money.
Hope you're well.
Yeah,
And-
90 million.
And, hey, man, you can't compare him to Casemiro, the greatest holding midfielder ever to breathe air. What are we talking about? You can never compare anyone to Casemiro,
Do-
the
do-
greatest
Do you
holding
know
midfielder
what
ever.
though, Jake? I gotta tell you this, not Jake, but Nez actually, both of you. I think it's become a little bit of an arms race. To be fair, it's yesterday. Elliot Anderson gets confirmed to you, and Arsenal's like Bruno G. Like we had to have a reaction. We could not just stood by and be like, okay, we're just going to let them strengthen with a top class midfielder. We got to do one as well. Like that's how it is. It's how it always has been.
Machina, I think Harry Kane's penalty is still going.
It's
They
an
made
Elon Musk ball. It's
They've
going
made it
on.
past Pluto. It's getting
on.
on
We're
towards
talking about
Andromeda right
the
now.
one from against France in Qatar.
Yeah. It's almost to the Andromeda constellation at this point. Lumen says this will be the last game Tuchel will
I
rotate.
doubt that. I have to doubt that just for the fact that if he puts Gordon or what's his name, your guy,
Eze?
Noni.
Who is it?
No,
Noni
Madueke.
and
Madueke.
Madueke. If he starts them in the knockouts, he's gonna be out of the job.
Cooked.
The thing is, I don't think he will. I think he's just doing what he can by like trying to get through the group stages without having to play Bukayo that much. Like you even saw with Arsenal, like
No,
when
but
push
that
came to
Gordon
shove,
one, though, Anton.
Arteta started to play him when he needed him. Like when me and Jake were like, "All right, it's time to start Bukayo. We need you." He did it. Like
the
one game
Gordon-
too late, a little bit after the City game, but he came back, and we wrapped things up. And he started the Champions League final as well.
Anthony Gordon, I don't understand.
No, I don't understand either.
That's because Barcelona put a clause in their 15th, 9th lever to say, hey, dude, we need you to play this guy so it looks like something that we did was worth something.
Yeah, we bought the starting left winger for England. Oh.
Yeah. There, I mean, and we haven't even spoken on Croatia. Like, if Croatia beat Ghana and England draw Panama, then Croatia win the group. So the Group L is still wide open. And if Ghana beat Croatia and England draw, Ghana win the group.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. To be honest, Jake, let's be real. Like, I don't see England drawing. I think England's going
What
to
do you
win
mean?
tomorrow.
What do you mean?
I think
Don't
England's
see
gonna
England
win tomorrow.
drawing.
Now, I think it's two different conversations.
The
Are they going to
only
win the
way they will
tournament?
draw
I highly
if it-
doubt it. Are they going to win tomorrow? I'm pretty sure.
I think.
So-
I thought they were going to
hopefully-
smash Ghana, so
I think hopefully Panama don't play 11 men behind the ball. If they do,
But even though they do, I just don't know if they can do it the same way Ghana did it. Like, there are levels to this.
Like, yeah, quality wise, they
Like,
don't
did you watch them against Croatia? Croatia absolutely spanked them. Like,
yeah, but I'm just the way we play, and we're a bit too safe with that.
Again,
pivot. So,
it's down to this manager, and I'll tell you this much: if he doesn't beat Panama, and that's the way things, and he sticks to this, and he
can have
falls
the
by
job.
that sword, he's out.
bye-bye.
So it is in his best interest to play the players he hasn't played yet in this tournament from the beginning, and see what
but
happens.
I'm questioning.
Let me ask a
questioning-
question. I'll take my Colombian vision
I'm
off.
questioning his squad selection. I'm questioning.
Well, I
his
hope you
tactics.
guys beat Portugal tomorrow. By the way,
I have a question. Do you think he wants to be there? Because I'm hearing the words and I'm hearing the permutations, and it kind of sounds like maybe he might not want to be there.
No, you don't give a shit. He's German.
I'm saying so. Like,
German
what, doesn't he manage?
sabotage.
Doesn't
All
he
in all,
manage?
y'all, it's a sabotage.
I don't. If that's the case, because I've looked
I think
at
he's
the
doing
team
his best
selections, like,
impression
what is
here
this?
because the squad selection, everything. We were doubting it before here in England before we went to the World Cup. It's like,
we even
what kind of
leaving
squad-
took off the plane. Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of squad selection is this? We were like, it was all over the press, everything like no Foden.
Well, that's
no-
because he had.
No,
who's-
so
who's-
it's not a
problem. I think
whose
Palmer-
girlfriend is he
Palmer-
shagging? Trent? Is it Trent's girlfriend that he's shagging to somebody? Somebody's
yeah,
girlfriend.
that's I've heard that as
And
well,
that's literally news. So, hey, man, I don't know if he's serious now. The more I can keep hearing y'all, I don't know if he's really serious
but
about
come
this
on,
job
now.
at all.
But like the one where I really lost my mind was Trevor Chalobah. Like, I'm like, I would even brought Kyle Walker on. I would even brought Kyle Walker on. Like,
The carcass of Kyle Walker.
no, but I prefer that to playing Jed Spencer right back now for the rest of the
Why
tournament.
would you not have Trent in your squad?
Because his girlfriend is there. They're not doing
He
threesomes.
would've-
Rated PG. But we're not doing
Whoa,
threesomes.
whoa.
No, I mean, all seriousness,
Pause.
why wouldn't you have him in? You'd need it in against Ghana. He would have come in useful with his free kick abilities. Not just Rice, but we could have a different option with him.
Because
and
he
his
respects him enough to not
long-range
make him a
shots
cuck. Again,
and his
PG-13.
crosses. Sorry.
I said he respects him enough to not make him a cuck. He don't want him to have to watch him with his lady. I'm just saying, man.
I don't know where this is coming from, Nez. This is the first I've heard of any of
Apparently,
this.
he was in the newspaper.
First I've heard of it too.
Anton,
Yeah.
It's in the news. Like, it's there.
Fair enough. Fair
Yes,
enough.
he's been
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
newspapers here. It's he's been seeing Trent's ex, so the manager, the English
Wait,
manager. Too.
that's how
That's
I'm-
wild. That
That
sounds
is
like something.
intentionally.
That sounds like something Don Carlo would be doing down in Brazil.
Intentionally.
Hey, Jake, don't be cussing out Don Carlo, but the man has three. The man has three at the same time.
He's enjoying himself down there with the
Just in
South South.
rotation. She's in the rotation. But
She's
speaking
in
of
the
rotation, hopefully England does rotate. I agree with Anton 1,000%. Play the guys that have brought the spark. Why wait for the trouble? Start with a spark. Start with that.
Lumen, normally I would come at you for this comment, Lumen, but Madueke's been starting for England, so I can't really.
That's the one. That's the one though. That's the funny part, right? There are also players that he would make sense if he favored
This
them,
is
right? Like
exactly. This is my problem with that squad is the fact that Madueke is starting when we've got even Eze would be a better option over there, I think personally, or we had Foden who's at home now.
Palmer is the one. Palmer is the one.
Cole Palmer as well, but I think he hasn't been. He's carrying an injury, Anton. I think he's some of those misses that he was.
Yeah, look, we've had enough Chelsea influence in this team. For the same reasons. Like
I did want to say about the way England ended the game last time. The lineup that was in there. You have Arsenal's attack and
midfield.
and half of City's defense, but I feel like you'd rather have City's attack and Arsenal's defense.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is City's attack
that's
aren't
what I
English,
was
right?
thinking, but,
Like, so.
No, I'm just saying. You've got the wrong end of the two best teams in England.
That's exactly what I was thinking. But
The entire
it doesn't match up for
midfield, the
England.
midfield three was which to finish the game was Rice, Eze, and Rogers. It was Arsenal.
That's what you're going to be seeing next season.
Be out of a job after this tournament. I really do think so.
Oh yeah, unless you win. I mean, it's win or bust.
Yeah,
it seems like it's win or bust for Tuchel, and
I think he's got it wrong, personally.
See, what Tuchel needs to do is what Pochettino has done. Pochettino is going to make it to the finals, and he's going to have flashbacks to Tottenham days.
Do you know what's really funny?
I'm already taking this job at the line.
Do you know what is so funny? Here was funny, right? This when the England job was up for it, and Pochettino was one of the candidates. I heard people saying, "Fuck no, anyone but Pochettino."
Pochettino would have been better than fucking Tuchel.
I'm like,
right now.
No, because Chelsea fans,
just because USA looks better than England.
None of them are here, right? Chelsea fans took his reputation and dragged it to the mud. Just because, like, and he wasn't even that bad for Chelsea.
What are you talking about, Asif? What are you talking about, Asif? Getting carried away. We legitimately look better than England does at this tournament.
Trump is not going to buy you the World Cup, Jake.
I don't know, man.
You don't know that.
Have you met FIFA? Everything is for sale. Everything is for sale.
Now that I think about it, yeah.
At the same time, though, Saudi Arabia had got no favors.
No,
so,
but Anton, to your point, if we're talking about Chelsea managers kind of doing decent, didn't Graham Potter?
Yes, Harry's uncle killing it at Sweden.
Hey, man, so you are correct, sir. Chelsea makes their managers look awful.
But by the way, I was actually thinking about it. Erling Haaland was born in England.
He was born in Leeds, where I'm from.
David Raya basically has an English accent. He's basically grown up in England since he was like 13 years old. Like, come on, Raya doesn't even play at Spain. Let's just make him English. Like,
dude, if Erling Haaland chose to play for England,
they would play Harry Kane over him. You know this. Don't look at me like you don't understand. They would play Harry Kane over him.
Oh my god!
Hey man, I love Harry. Love him, man.
Anthony Alenga.
And Tuchel would be like,
and he's got his thick enough English accent. Like, I'm like,
Tuchel would probably.
I called Anthony Alenga the Swedish Madueke, and I ate my words the minute he started like cooking, and I'm like, nope. Sorry.
Well, just because they kind of resemble each other.
I apologize for that comparison. I'm sorry.
He took that personally.
Yeah.
He clearly did. He clearly did.
Oh man, yeah. I send out a little prayer for our man Victor Gyökeres, because it looks like the story's coming.
Yeah, well, he's gonna go up against Willie, so
he's getting smoked, man. Like even yesterday, SC was in the chat saying he's not a big France fan. I don't know how you can look at that France team and be like,
to be honest,
they're
the only team in this tournament that I'm 100% convinced by.
They're gonna win, man.
The way they just went out Norway today and they took them apart. And Norway's not been poor. Norway's been good.
No,
Norway were good in that game. Norway were good in that game.
Yeah.
They were decent in that game.
The way they raised their levels for that game, and the Dembele, they've got everything. They're winning this tournament.
Shout out a guy named Asgard scoring for Norway. Meanwhile, Thor's on the bench.
To Anton's point, but we've talked about this because when I watched France play Colombia and they played their third team against Colombia and watched them, I was like, hey man, they're so heavy. Can't even call them top heavy. They're heavy across the board that it doesn't really matter who you put in there. It really doesn't, because those guys are literally playing for the bad.
Shirky's getting garbage time minutes.
Yes.
I mean, I will say this: when Konate comes on, you get a little worried, right, Asif?
I'm glad he's gone to Real Madrid, so it ain't my problem anymore, mate. He's Real Madrid.
Well, hold on, because he has James Rodriguez syndrome. Because when he put the national team jersey on, he's like, "Oh, I do know how to play ball." Because James does the same thing. Put James in the club, man.
Alexander Isak is doing that right now, Asif.
Hey, that's that James Rodriguez syndrome, man.
I mean, look at the Dutch. Look at the Dutch. Ryan Gravenberch balling out.
Cody Gakpo, big time, has the James Rodriguez syndrome.
I mean, oh man, I don't know.
Respect when you put James Rodriguez. Hey, when you put that Phoenix on your chest, I don't know. Something just pulls you down. I guess
James Rodriguez though had the greatest rise and fall of any player I've ever seen. He was at Monaco, then he was at Real Madrid, then he was at Everton. Now he's at like River. I think it was like River Plate or something, or Boca Juniors.
It was in MLS, and then he quit there.
And now he's at Minnesota.
He's done with Minnesota. He's already gone from Minnesota. He quit.
He doesn't have a team. Yeah. Well, you know, I think Jake and I talked about this. If he never left Monaco, he would have been fine. They'd have been fine. But all of them wanted to chase. I want to be at Madrid. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody don't belong there.
Well, he went to replace Ozil when Ozil left.
He's not Ozil.
So
he's not Ozil. He never was.
No. He's not Ozil.
It's
no.
Well, if they're offering you those big bucks, you say you wouldn't go.
No, that's fair. That's fair. You know, but I think Liverpool fans in this tournament have found a newfound appreciation for Arne Slot.
but to be at the same time though, look, you never know, because I really rate their new manager. So I think you have no idea.
I'm just messing with Asif. I just like poking Asif. He knows.
If I'm not gonna be honest, if there's any team out there that I'm like they have something in there that kind of scares me, if they get it together, it's Liverpool. Now Nez's team is good as well, but it's the pep no longer there. It just kind of makes me feel a little bit more relaxed. I don't know why, but
well, I don't know. You know, honestly, and this is kind of
this totally different conversation for about a month from now. But like,
for sure.
But I think that City are gonna surprise people, and it won't be as big of a drop as people are.
First of all, City don't have a manager. We don't have a manager. People keep talking about. We don't have one.
He hasn't been announced.
He hasn't been announced.
We don't have a manager. There's no manager announcement yet. There's no manager. We don't have one.
What are you waiting for?
They're waiting for Tommy.
Is it all the Chelsea legal battles and that stuff, and them trying to get compensation and all that crap?
They're waiting for Tuchel to get sacked by England.
We don't have a manager. We don't have one.
Yes, like I say, Tuchel.
If Tuchel becomes manager of City, we're cooking with gas. So.
I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Honestly, that's totally cool with me.
I don't know. Tuchel does well in European competitions. I just want to win.
He loves Ellie Anderson so much, you know. He'd be like, "Hey."
But he's on this German sabotage kick, and he might just be trying to wreck shop in the Premier League as well. We can only hope, right?
City don't have a manager.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. Well, on that note, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. It's definitely going to be a very, very fun day, the final day of the group stage in the World Cup. Lots of permutations, but it will all be wrapped up by the end of the evening. And I don't know what's going on with this scheduling. Why has it got to be so late? It's a Saturday, people.
I love it. Finally, I get to watch the entire freaking day.
It works for you.
It's all right for you.
It works for you, but it's fucking 3 a.m. It's going to be 3 a.m. for those late games for us.
You know what I gotta say? At around the time like the games are going on today, like all the group chats are like a freaking graveyard, and I'm like the great games are going on. I got no one to argue about in a text chat or nothing. Like everyone's gone. Like,
man, I'm flagging doing these. I'm like
Terry,
dude.
I'm here for the post game. Terry's like,
what's so crazy is these 10 o'clock games are literally on Central Time, so it's not like it was West Coast or anything like that. They're in Dallas and Kansas City, man.
These are 9 o'clock kickoffs in local time. It's 9 o'clock.
You know what? To be honest, I have a little bit of a rant for this, right? Jake knows the crazy hours I wake up to watch football at their time. And when it's inconvenient for them, they are nowhere to be seen. So next year, when I'm sleeping through the games, and be like, hey, why don't you show up on the match reaction? I was asleep because it's not during my time zone.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Anton up at 3 a.m. every single Arsenal game, you know, so.
We can't really do anything
like
about
not everyone can do it. Not everyone can do it. And Jake gets up at crazy times as well to start streaming. Like,
yeah, I'll be honest. I fell asleep during the Belgium game after Trossard was bossing.
I know, because I was like texting you, like, dude, Trossard, Bossardinho, and like,
no, today
crickets. I was asleep.
Yeah.
I had fallen asleep, and Lauren, my wife, was like so happy. He's like, "I'm changing the channel," because I was out, man. But yeah, man, it's definitely gonna be fun. I'm gonna try to stay up for Algeria and Austria, especially if Messi doesn't even play.
It's not gonna be that late now. I'm looking at these around the 32s. None of them gonna be like 3 o'clock.
No, there's one. Jake and I talked about one yesterday. There's one that's an awful time.
Switzerland is an awful one.
Netherlands, Morocco's at 9 o'clock.
This is now where I disagree with you. I'm seeing like games at like 2 or 3 a.m. for me. I'm like, what? What time is that U.S. time? Like,
yeah, dude. The USA game is obviously at 8 o'clock. It's a 5 p.m. kickoff local time.
If England finished first, our first game's at 2 a.m. in Atlanta.
What's up, Arun? Yep, the timing has been pretty tough. But I will say this: as far as World Cups go, I remember when I was 11 in 2002 being up at 2:30 for kickoffs in Korea and Japan. So it circles around as far as the timing goes for the fans. You know, I remember getting up super early to watch those 4:55 in the morning. You know,
and the funny thing, and Jake, and all you guys, is I think what it does, and I'm gonna give them credit because we were critical early. It's credit to the players on the national team, much respect for the quality that they've given us, and just the tournament in general. Like, we were worried about the 32. The 32 has seemingly worked out well. It's set up a very interesting game to follow.
Or the round of 32, you're saying.
The round of 32.
Yeah. And so, but it's shaped up to be a very interesting group. Well, I mean, I guess knockout phase. And then you just look at it and you're saying, this was actually a pretty good tournament, man. And so people are complaining.
I thought they would be. Yeah,
right. So people were complaining about what it would be in this international disaster and what it did, because especially like what you on here, Anton, it's been a super international, beautiful thing where Jake and I talked about this yesterday. Hey, man, Americans are not like awful. No, we're not. I promise you, it's only the government.
Well, it's only the government. I've never heard Colin Coward speak so much about football or soccer.
Everybody's doing it. Yeah. Everybody.
But can I tell you, I'm actually very impressed with him. I listened to Nick Wright talk about football, and I want to spew. But Colin actually knows his shit.
I love that.
Knows what he's saying.
It's funny because they're so uninformed, but I just love that they're doing it. And so Jake, I mentioned this to Jake the other day, and so just so you guys hear it, like, I had a couple of guys who wrote me directly because they know we do this, and they said, "Hey, man," because it was a buddy that Jake and I, a buddy of mine, and Jake went with Jake and I to watch the Champions League. And that was like, "Hey, man, what do I do to pick a team? I want to follow a Premier League team."
I thought somebody went and picks Tottenham.
Well, but here's the thing about so Anton, you should consider this too. I said it to Jake. I said, well, we literally have a full month after the World Cup ends to when the Community Shield goes. Hey, man, let's educate the fans. Want to know? Give them something. Teach them about the teams. Yes, you can do your bias. Like, my suggestion to Jake was like, hey, do Arsenal last, do the league table, and then the new guys, but tell them, hey, these are the teams, this is the history, he's already been doing that, and get teams on. Like, you can sell your team. Like, I'm not going to try to sell anybody on City because, my team is my team, but I'm like, hey, man, but you should know about these teams and brag about the history. Like, I mean, hey, man, what's one of the teams that came up? Tell what are the teams that came up this year? It was
Hull City, Coventry City, and it's Hull, it's Coventry, and it's Ipswich.
Ipswich. So, and as Steve knows this, I have an affinity for Ipswich Town.
Yeah.
I love that place. I used to go there when I was in England. I used to hang out. They used to give me free beer because I was a Yank. Hey, man.
Is that going to be your new team when the 115 drops?
Hey. Well, we got 116. And the only reason we spent 116 is because we're not going anywhere. I know people hate it.
Oh, yeah. I know.
It is what it is.
That was hilarious.
But like Ipswich Town, hey, man, people need to understand the culture of these towns. It's beautiful.
What I was going to say to Americans is Ed Sheeran basically owns that team. So
yeah. Right.
Ed Sheeran loves it.
But people need to know that, like, hey, whatever niche reason you like a team, is why you like him. But hey, jump on this Premier League thing.
Here's what I'm like, guys.
Fire them cannons.
I already got the entire Knicks fan base being like, Spike Lee and Anne Hathaway are gooners. They're all on us. They're all
bring all the Knicks. Bring all the Knicks over
all
to
on board. And we're the champs. All right, and we both broke our
long
dry straw
20 year plus that. Yep.
I mean, I ain't gonna go behind that because I'm a Knicks fan, but lots of New Yorkers are on it because Mandami is I'm an Arsenal fan too. So hey, I don't got no problems with that. Love who you love.
Anton, when you mentioned Ed Sheeran, he wasn't born too far from me either.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Steven's got all of Laker fans will all be going. Hey, LeBron plays for LeBron loves Liverpool. Boom.
Yeah.
And Liverpool. I don't know if you know this. LeBron has made so much money just from owning shares in Liverpool. He bought shares in Liverpool 25 years ago. Yep. Like 25 years ago, LeBron bought shares in Liverpool. And if you just take away the money he's made from Liverpool, it's crazy. It's crazy how much loot Liverpool has made LeBron away from everything else he's made. You know, it's nuts. It's nuts. So of course he's gonna love him.
It's crazy. I didn't know Rocky was a toffee.
I didn't know that.
That's why he's a lovable loser, right? So
Oi.
Rocky is a toffee. You know,
Rocky is also an Eagles fan, and the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. So
hey, but they were lovable losers before that. They won 2 years ago, not last year. But no, it matters. Now it matters. I bet you this year's Super Bowl champions would be cool with that. So but I think it's cool. And like then, even though I'm not in love with this, Ted Lasso has done so much for the culture too. Even though I'm not really supporting this fourth season, I don't really want a fourth season. But Ted
Lasso won't even watch that.
Yeah, Ted. But I mean, hey man, football.
That's what. To be honest, look, I've had this idea for a while, and I don't know if it will ever happen. But I've always had this kind of thought that if there was ever proper like love of the game from the American side, that the MLS with the money that there's in that game could do like an NBA NFL shit and almost have an exodus of the European game. Like,
and can they please have relegation? Please.
Yeah, they could. I would if you told me that like in 20 years, the MLS is the top side. Like it won't happen, but I would also still wouldn't be surprised. Like MLS suddenly is the top league in the world because everybody wants to go over there for the money because money talks.
Well, there are a lot of towns that actually in America that actually do really love the game. For example, the place I live right now is in Asheville, North Carolina, is a soccer town for sure. Okay, Asheville City Soccer Club, one of like the minor league teams here, got a lot of support. And if teams like this, and in where I'm from originally, well, I'm from Charlotte originally, but I lived in Charleston, South Carolina for about 15, 16 years. The team there has a ton of support as well. I actually even
Charlotte FC. No, that's Charlotte.
No. It's a team called the Charleston Battery. Yeah, Charlotte FC is actually good, but it's a team called the Charleston Battery. Acquire
like a big player recently?
Charlotte. Yeah, they did. They just signed somebody because I forget. I know you're talking about
Tim Ream plays for Charlotte FC.
No, but they just signed somebody.
Real from Europe. Wait,
Fabrizio did a Here We Go.
Yeah. Wait, I'm trying to look.
I'm not sure. While you look it up,
it was somebody.
While you looked it up, I want to make this point. Like the Charleston Battery. Oh, Wilf Zaha. Nice. Yeah. But the Charleston Battery, teams like that, and Charleston is another really, really big soccer town. And if you gave these kinds of places a chance to move up to MLS, they would. St. Maximum as well? Okay.
Yeah, they've been signing people, man.
But if
the owner of that team, the owner of the team really wants to. Oh, that. Hey, man, are people still using plastic? Like, are we still using that now? Are we still using plastic?
One thing I will say, though, on the Americanization of the game or them starting to have an interest in the Premier League, Nick Wright, I'm speaking to you. Get your hands off of the Premier League tiers. That's my territory.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So
he's been doing that. He has.
Yeah, I know. But I'm like, you're getting close to Anton's tiers territory, Nick. Yeah, you stay on that side, I stay on my side. Right?
There's a total lane for it. And but the thing about it is, I love. Here's my pitch for people to love football, because I don't really love tons of American football. I watch it. I know the game because I grew up around it. When August comes, and when you wake up in the morning and you wipe the crust out of your eyes, Premier League is on. And then right after 2 Premier League games, college football is on. And right after college
you're
football,
literally speaking my girlfriend's
the
nightmare,
NFL
to
will
be
be.
honest.
What are we
She's
doing?
like, she's sitting there and be like, oh crap, I'm never gonna get.
And then in October, sir, basketball is back on, and hockey.
And then the next day, every Sunday, there's 2 Premier League games. And then what happens after that?
And then when the Champions League starts, there's games on every single day.
Yep, absolutely. Well, just to bring it back in here as we kind of wrap this up, back to the point about...
We kind of went way off the...
Yeah, we did. Just to bring it back to the point about how good the tournament has been so far and how good I think it's going to continue to be, let me run you through these already guaranteed round of 32 matchups. South Africa, Canada is our first one, and that will be tomorrow on Sunday. That's a good matchup. That's definitely going to be a fun game. Brazil, Japan is going to be a fun matchup. Maybe Germany versus Paraguay isn't going to be as blockbuster as you might think, but Netherlands versus Morocco, ooh, that's definitely going to be a lot of fun. Ivory Coast versus Norway is going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be back and forth. Unfortunately, I think the Swedes are going to get decimated by France, but that just is what it is.
Victor can then get the rest of his holiday,
get the rest
to win another title, so it's good.
USA Bosnia is not a foregone conclusion. That's definitely going to be a spicy matchup as well.
I think you guys will handle them.
Oh, we'll win. Well, I definitely think we are the better
Australia
side.
and Egypt, by the way, it is literally set up for Aussies to do well in that game. It's the perfect opponent. Like in terms of if you're gonna pick one, it's Egypt.
100%.
Like
I agree with that 100%. I think that Australia can definitely beat Egypt. If you sit in and play defensively like Australia has done so far in the tournament, I'm not too certain that Egypt will break you down. And I think you've got the Irakunja guy on the break. I think he's got a ton of speed, and as we've seen, he can finish. So I think that's a favorable matchup as well. Definitely some good matchups coming our way. And
there might be
some
an even
good
bigger
matchups.
one. If it's England, Portugal, man, like
bro, that's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Here it is, Machina Joe. You're calling it, absolutely calling it. And I think on that note, we will wrap up for the day. Make sure you're liking, make sure you're subscribing, people. It's definitely been a very fun show. Make sure you got the notification bell on. My final 3 nations in the World Cup Facts series will be dropped today. I believe it's Colombia, I believe it's Portugal, and it might be Congo, might be the last one. I haven't looked, but there's only 3 left. So make sure you got the notification bell on for that, of course. And make sure, my friends, you are subscribed over at Fire Them Cannons.
For sure.
Of course, there's going to be a lot more content revving up over there as the Premier League gets closer and closer.
It's not Fire Them Lions or fire them
the 3 Lions. Well, it's Fire Thomas Tuchel at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe I'll change it
until it comes home.
Yeah, until it comes home. Absolutely. Absolutely. No worries, SC. I hope you have a great day as well, buddy. But big up the chat every single time. Big up everyone that's been here. SC says go 3 Lions. Make sure we're locked into that game for the tears from the English fans today after they shit the bed versus Panama. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. Honest,
yeah.
I'm just messing with you on that one. But on that note, thanks again, everyone, for being here. And we'll see us next time.